In this video, I'll show you how to woody wax your boat. We're also going to vinyl protect it with some 303. And the first thing I've done is completely washed the boat. It's completely clean. Any kind of rust stain remover or bleach on the vinyl to get any kind of mildew stains, deck cleaner. The boat is as clean as I can get it, and it's still wet. So that's the ticket, clean and wet. Okay, I'm gonna set the camera up and I'll show you how I'm gonna do this. You'll need a clean brush. This one I use to wash the boat. So I'm gonna wash all the soap out. And you want it to be pretty stiff. This one, you can see, pretty stiff brush. Shake the can of woody wax. Shake it really good. And you want to lightly spray it. See how you can just barely see the brown? Keep shaking. And just anywhere you want it, give it a light spray. We're gonna give it a light spray right down this gunnel. I'm gonna give it a light spray on the inside. And some people would probably say at this point you're using too much. Well, in my experience, this quantity is pretty good. What you want to avoid is this. You really don't need these globs. You want it to be as smooth as possible, and you want it to be, just a thorough, because what we're going to do next is we're going to scrub it in with the brush and try not to slip and wipe out. Be very mindful, it is slippery. And what I'm going to do is hit the spots real quick where I can see a glob of the brown woody wax solution, because I want it to soak in evenly. So pretty much everywhere I started spraying, I've got a little bit of a glob. And then as I rotated the nozzle, I kind of spread it evenly. So pretty much what I'm doing here is just spreading out the globs, and I'm also loading up the brush. So the product collects in the brush, and the next step that we do will be to more evenly spread it. And you got to think of this as kind of like a moisturizer. Okay, I think, I've gotten all of my globs taken care of. Now I used to just scrub the vinyl with this stuff, but we're going to use 303 this time after we do this step. Okay, so I'm going to start up here at the bow, and I am just going to start to scrub and cover every inch. With the brush. I'm going to brush every inch. I'm going to take my time. And this is when it starts getting a little slippery. I'd say as long as you have pretty good flip-flops or shoes on, I definitely wouldn't do this barefoot because it can get slick. I'm going to do my rub rail. I'm going to take a little extra care to rub it into the smooth areas that don't have a non-skid around the hatches. totally okay and a good idea to get the product completely in your stainless, your hinges, the screws, because after we let this sit for about 20 minutes, we're going to blast it off with a hose. And you'll see what I mean. It's going to blast out any of that extra product. This is a bit of a workout. I'd say if you're not a little bit exhausted, you didn't do it right. Now what this is doing is it's absorbing into the gel coat and coating all the stainless, the silicone, pretty much anything it touches. It's giving it a coat of wax. And if you've ever looked at a bottle of liquid wax and you've seen the layer of wax that you need to distribute when you shake the liquid wax, that's how I think of this stuff, as the layer of wax, liquid wax, the layer of actual wax that is distributed through the cream solution that it would kind of suspend in that while you're waxing your boat. This is just pure wax. It's just that brown kind of waxy solution, and that's why it's so expensive. I have seen where people have put this in some water with their soap and kind of given their boat a little bit of a woody wax film, almost like a wash and wax. I really should take these seats off, but I'm not going to. Ooh, that was slippery. I almost just wiped out. You can overdo it with this stuff. Meaning, if you do it too often. I had a buddy out on the boat and I had done this 3 or 4 times, trying to get more and more, water beading, more protection, and he wiped out, fell overboard. We were only in a few feet of water. It wasn't a big deal, but taught me a lesson at his expense. So right about now, I am actually slipping. I almost just wiped out again. So you got to be careful. All right, so I know you couldn't see that very well, but basically what I'm doing is I'm working this brush into every little crack and crevice I can find. If you notice, I didn't add any more product. The brush is loaded with product, but if you can see that, it's not like caked. That's what you don't want. If there is caking around the brush, you've got way too much. And you're just gonna rinse this off, so there really isn't a benefit to putting more on. You'd be better off, I think, with 2 coats than 1 coat. So what you should do now is just kind of look around, and let me show you this right here. This is a great example of what I'm talking about. So right here, I hope that we can see this together. You can see that there's a hazy spot. Try to get it in the right light. So right here, there's a moisturized spot and a hazy spot, if you can make that out. I can't tell in the camera. Hazy, moisturized. So we're gonna take the brush and we're gonna rub this in some more. Like that, to get more of that moisture. If you're wondering what this black stuff is, it's that hose. And I could clean it with a mild cleaner. Probably a cleaner wax would take it right off. But then I just get it again. What I really need to do is get a hose that doesn't do that. But until then, I will live with it. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening. Gel coat is very porous, and on a warm day, like today, obviously, get some water. On a warm day like today, the gel coat, the pores open up with heat. So you don't want to do this in direct sunlight because the woody wax would actually dry. You really don't want the boat to actually dry. We're going to mist it in a minute. So if you're in a situation where 20 minutes it would be bone dry, you need to babysit it a little bit. Most of the boat is in the shade now. And we're just going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. I'm going to set my timer. And what happens is the woody wax penetrates into the gel coat and absorbs, and then the gel coat holds that product. We'll go over it and blast it off with some water. That'll remove all the surface product that didn't absorb. And it's not slippery. It looks like almost like new nonskid. This is a 1998 boat. I bought it in 99. So 25 years, 26 years. And you're gonna see this gel coat is gonna look brand new. I mean, there's chips and dings. I used the boat, but it's incredible. It's like brand new. Okay, step 2, while we're waiting for this woody wax to soak in, is the vinyl. I'm gonna use 303, and I am just gonna mist this all over it. And the reason why I'm doing this second is because I didn't want this product to land on the gel coat before the woody wax was applied. I want the, I think it's okay for this to sit on top of the woody wax, but I didn't want it to be the first thing on the gel coat. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to let this sit along with the woody wax. And really soak in. Okay, back in 20. We're at about 10 minutes. Let me show you the misting. So I'm just going to That's it. That's it. I just wanted to make sure that the product doesn't dry. So just a light mist. It's been 20 minutes and watch this. Can you see right? Yeah. So this is a great area to demonstrate because there's a lot going on right here. We've got the regular non-skid, we've got the shiny area that's not non-skid, we've got screws and cup holders and cleats, and you can see how the water's already beading. But basically what I'm doing is giving a little extra to get the product out of, you find one I haven't done. Let's show you if you can even see yeah, you'll be able to see the product over here. Whoops, almost wiped out again. So right there, seeing those screws, see that white stuff? That is the product. And if you blast it out, you can see how the water beads and the product just rinses out. And that's what you want to do. You want to do almost like you're pressure washing your driveway. You just do every inch. So this is what you get. I just realized I forgot to rinse that, but you get this water beading action. It's pretty impressive. And I'd say that's about the beading that you'd like to see. It's okay if it's not beading everywhere, because like I mentioned, you can get it really too slick and it can be dangerous. But I haven't done it in probably about 3 months, maybe a little longer. And this is perfect cadence. 4 times a year for a boat that's kept outside under canopies. And like I said, over 25 years I've had this boat. Boat's 27 years old, and it literally looks brand new. All right, so now we're going to blow it off. It's, there is no other brand, in my opinion, but I'll show you that, why not? All right, last step is to just buff everything off. And you're just kind of giving it just a light buff. A little bit extra than drying, because for the most part it's pretty dry. But all you want to do is make sure that you're removing the rest of the product that did not get absorbed. And as far as the vinyl goes, same thing. Just give it a good buff and you'll feel the kind of the waxiness. The vinyl will be a little bit more slick because that 303 really penetrated. And there's plenty of product left in the vinyl. Doesn't need to be, shouldn't be, wet and sticky. And that's kind of the same thing for your gel coat. You don't want the surface to be sticky or waxy in any way. I like to think of it the way that you care for a floor, a vinyl floor, a commercial floor. They come in and they wax it, or they clean it, and then they wax it, and then they varnish it. And the varnishing kind of heats up the surface and provides a slick finish that'll last a long time. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're kind of hand varnishing best you can the surface. And what you'll find is it'll stay nice like this, like I said, for at least about 3 months. So that's it. That's how you woody wax your boat, and with a side of caring for your vinyl. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe and give it a like, and please leave a comment. I answer all my comments, and your participation on my channel really helps grow it. So thanks again. See you next time.